Thank you very much. The next question is, what are your plans, if any, to help promote growth in industry and jobs in Okeechobee?
I think the one thing that's important is we have to look to bring in new industry. I brought this up before. And one of the things I found is, and I will work to do this, is to go out, if I have to fly out someplace and meet with an executive who has a company that wants to build, for instance, biofuels, pick a subject, as long as it's a clean industry, a small industry that employs 25 to 50 people, that can be done. The problem is that when you have someone go out to meet with an individual that might be a president of a corporation, a $30 million corporation, if you don't have the credentials of being in government, then they're not going to take their time to come down here and talk to someone who doesn't have the ability to work with the commissioners and say, this is what we can do. We're going to hold your taxes for 5 years, bring them up incrementally, such as the airport. That industrial park is so underutilized, it's laughable. When we have a situation where we could bring industry right in that park and bring revenue into this county, we've got to start looking at things that bring us revenue instead of reducing it. And that's what's happened is, it's nice to have these beautiful facilities, the Ag Center, the new courthouse, but unfortunately, that would be me like going out and buying a Navigator when I have a budget for a Ford Pinto. The best deal in the world is not a good deal if you don't have the money in your pocket to make the payments on it. And I think when times were good in 2006 and 2007, I think we made a lot of commitments on a lot of projects that now, through no fault of anybody but the economy, people are losing their homes, they can't pay their taxes. Every time someone leaves, that leaves a fiscal void that the rest of us have to pick up. And I just question how many times the homeowners can keep taking these large ad valorem tax increases and insurance increases and maintain our lifestyle and a quality of life. That's what my most urgent concern is, to make sure that no more of us lose our homes because we can't pay the bills anymore. So that's the one thing I think we need to look towards, is making sure we shore ourselves up so that we don't collapse ourselves from inside. Thank you.
You know, I think when you're talking about somebody coming into town and doing business with you, it's just like a business partner. If I'm running a business and I want to try to go out and lure somebody else to come in and invest with me, to commit their time, their family, their monies in my business, I better make sure I've got a well-run, a well-oiled, a healthy financial business. Nobody in their right mind is going to come and invest money with me as my business partner if I'm overextended, if I'm over-leveraged, if my operation is not running smoothly. So I think one of the best things we can do as a county commissioner is to continue to work on streamlining our government, keeping our taxes affordable. That is one of the biggest reasons that businesses locate from one place to another. That's one of the reasons that businesses are leaving the state of Michigan like rats from a sinking ship. They can't afford to do business there. So I think if your government is being run responsibly, you have some long-term financial planning, you know, that is one of the biggest things when you're going out and trying to recruit and talk to these people and lure them out of other areas. I think also you have to work a lot with helping your existing businesses that are here to expand. We don't always need to go plow a new field. You know, we have things growing right here in Okeechobee. Working with them, trying to, again, keep their business affordable here in Okeechobee to where they can expand their business. But again, I think you have to make yourself attractive, again, just like a business partner. If I'm trying to lure in a business partner, I want to make myself look attractive to those people. I think there are some opportunities also as commissioner, and I was fortunate to get to work with Royal Concrete. We did work with, I went from blue to red that quick.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. That.
Get on to them.
I would give you 15 more seconds of my time if you would. All right. What was the question?
Okay,
I got the question.
Promote economic growth.
Right. We created in the Main Street organization, we created a business development organization. Brian Carlin's here in the audience. He's our executive director. The things that we have to do in this community is you have to go out and seek out those businesses. Joey said it right on one aspect. We have to have responsible products here for us to be able to do that. One of those products is to be able to not charge these large impact fees. If a company comes in with a significant amount of capital improvement, give them a reduction on the impact fees relative to the amount of capital improvement they put in. Or job credits. The new businesses, they're looking for those types of things. The existing businesses, we're showing those folks, we're demonstrating to them there's a lot of opportunity out for them to revise themselves. From a financial standpoint, there's opportunities out there for them to be educated in various other aspects that they've never been able to see in this particular community. So we're bringing forth those types of things to the existing businesses, but in order to start creating some of the problems or reducing some of the problems relative to the monetary aspects we've talked about today, we've got to bring in production, manufacturing, life sciences types of businesses that pay good salaries, good benefits for not only the people that's employed here, but for the children that are left here and went to college.
I think growth and development will seek out Okeechobee if we follow a couple principles. We need to promote the free market principles and keep the tax burdens low. And that, those are the principles that have elevated America to become the greatest country the world has ever seen, and they'll work for Okeechobee.
First of all, we need to keep our taxes as low as we can, as possible, low as possible. The second thing we need to do is do some code enforcement. We need to keep our thoroughways clean, looking good, make them look attractive. In order to do that, they're short of code enforcement officers right now. I think they're just using one. We should have 2 or 3. But at the same time, when you're working a budget short like they are right now, then it's just about impossible. But if you take and do these things, I think it'll certainly improve the county as a whole, So that would be the way that I look at it. And like I say, the main thing is to keep the taxes low and offer any incentives that you can to those people. If you go out and you're talking to them that he's doing whatever he can offer them, the better deal he can offer them, the better off he is. And it's hard to ask a company or an individual to come in and spend their own hard-earned money for something that they're not sure about. So we need to make them feel as welcome and as sure as we can. Thank you.
We need to keep Okeechobee clean. They have a neighborhood watch all over each community. Okeechobee County needs to be the whole neighborhood watch. If we see something that needs to be taken care of, don't wait for a code enforcement officer to come by. Call up and tell them, or maybe go in and help them. But Brian Carlin and his group are doing a great job. We did help them. We got another year, I think, supporting those for the Okeechobee Development Authority. And Okeechobee is a place where everybody wants to go. It's in the middle of the state. I mean, you can come here and do everything you want to do without going to Lake Placid or fishing or wherever else. Communities want to come to Okeechobee because it's Okeechobee. It's the people. The main thing is the people. We're understanding, we're loving. And business comes in here, my opponent said we need to keep all of our streets clean, we need to keep Okeechobee clean, we need to keep our taxes down. Our impact fees need to be really looked at because sometimes it's a person has to pay a couple $100,000 or $1 million to start a business, and that's up front when he gets his permit. If he can't afford to do that, he can't even borrow money from the bank to do it. So that'll keep a lot of people out. But Okeechobee is an enticing place, especially for people. And I think with Brian's help and Main Street's help and the commissioners doing their part on dropping our ad valorem to what it needs to be and lowering taxes, we'll get some people in this town, and especially helping our commercial people. They pay all the taxes, so we need to help them out 100%.